Welcome back, Lego builders and Minecrafters. Gigahertz Productions here, and today marks the start of a brand new MOC. And you probably saw the title of this video, so you already know what it is. But the next MOC I'm going to be building is Mumbo Jumbo's base from Hermitcraft Season 7. So, as you can see from this picture here, Mumbo Jumbo's base is quite a massive Minecraft build. And I'm going to be converting this Minecraft build into Lego in real life. And first, I guess I have a little bit of explaining to do. So, if you've never heard of Mumbo Jumbo or Hermitcraft, Mumbo Jumbo is a Minecraft YouTuber that does a lot of redstone builds and is a member of the Hermitcraft server. And the Hermitcraft server is a group of Minecrafters that build insane builds like this one. So you can just go onto YouTube and just search out Hermitcraft Season 7 and you will most likely find a whole bunch of videos about that. So go check that out if you want to, and there'll be a link to Mumbo Jumbo's YouTube channel in the description down below. But with that said, we have the plan. So much like Mumbo Jumbo's mayor campaign, the plan is literally just build Mumbo Jumbo's base. So there's not much to the plan right now. So obviously we have Mumbo Jumbo's base and we have a couple of pictures of Mumbo Jumbo's base, so we have that to go off of, but I will give you a little bit of scale. So each of these wrench kind of parts here, and I'm not really entirely sure what they're called, but people kind of call them the wrench things. So these wrench things are going to be, I think, about 8 studs in wide, and probably at least 24 studs tall. So if we move this out of the way, they'll be about this wide, so as wide as this base plate, and about as tall as all of these base plates lined up against each other. But I think that's a minimum, so it's probably going to be more like 30, so probably about that tall. And just for a quick context, here is the minifigure next to those base plates. So as you can see, it is quite a tall, and this is probably going to be quite a chunky build. Okay, so now that we have this nice big gray base plate here, my plan is to have the base plate in the middle and then put kind of the octagon around the base plate. So if we look at the picture again, this base plate will fit kind of where all that greenery in the middle is. And then from there, we'll build up kind of a little hill here, have the octagon with the blue inside of it, and build up the wrenches. I will probably only build 6 or maybe 7 of the wrenches and just leave the ones in the back out of it because I am most likely going to run out of pieces. So I guess with the plan in place, all that's left to do is to build. So I guess let's hit the first time-lapse in this series. Let's go! Hold it! Before we get into the time-lapse, I should say that everything planned right now is subject to change. So it's not set in stone, and I will most likely change it. So take everything I said with a grain of salt, because as the design process goes along, most things will probably change. So now into the time-lapse. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that quick time-lapse. Hey! Stop the time-lapse music! Thank you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that quick time-lapse, and as you can see, we kind of got the base octagon to Mumbo's base, and I even started designing a little bit of those wrench things, and in the time-lapse you would have seen that it did take a while, because I was like going back and forth on ideas, and there is still a lot of design to go into this thing. So we didn't get too much built in this episode, but still more than I expected because I wasn't really planning to build anything at all. So we did get a little bit of building done and a layout for you to see kind of what is going on. And as you can see with these different color plates around the octagon, I did run out of these white parts. And so, if I reach over here, we have now got another parts to order list. So, these are all the parts that I'm going to be ordering from Bricklink. So, in there is included these base plates. And you might be wondering why they are white and not blue like in the picture. That's because I'm going to put a white base plate in underneath and then put in transparent blue on top. Now if I quickly search through my parts here, I should be able, here we go, to find a couple of these blue pieces. So they'll be going on top of the white, and so it will look like Mumbo Jumbo's base with that blue. And with like the transparent blue on the white, it looks a lot better than just using the solid blue like plates. So yeah, and the outside of this is not gonna stay like this with only one thick wide bricks. It's gonna be too wide, and I'm gonna have to place in a whole bunch of those 2x1 pieces with the stud in the middle, and then place in those blue rings that are in Mumbo Jumbo's base. I just did it like this so you would be able to kind of see what is going on. And I didn't do it because I don't have those parts, so I'll be ordering those from Bricklink, and hopefully they're here in time for the next episode. So today was mostly planning and a little bit of building, but that's the end of episode 1, so I hope you enjoyed, and like the video if you would like me to continue on with this Building Mumbo Jumbo's Base series. Plus also, if you like the video, hit the like button. But thank you for watching the beginning of this series in Mocktober. So, with that said, Gigahertz Productions, out.